The pandemic arrived in Santa Cruz like a thief in the night. One day the streets buzzed with life, the air thick with the scent of salt and sunscreen. Laughter echoed from the boardwalk, a symphony of joyous chaos. The next day, silence. Tourists vanished. Shops pulled down their shutters, their windows staring blankly at the deserted streets. The boardwalk, once a riot of color and sound, stood empty, a ghost of its former self. The ocean, usually a playground for surfers and sunbathers, became a vast, indifferent expanse. The waves crashed against the shore, their rhythm unchanged, yet the usual symphony of human activity was gone. A profound stillness settled over Santa Cruz, a silence that hummed with an unsettling energy. The pandemic did more than empty streets and shutter businesses. It chipped away at the foundations of trust that held the community together. Institutions, once seen as reliable pillars of support, faltered, their promises ringing hollow in the face of the virus's relentless advance. Fear became a constant companion, whispering doubts and suspicions. Families, once havens of comfort and stability, strained under the pressure of isolation and uncertainty. Relationships frayed, tested by the constant proximity and the weight of shared anxieties. The virus, invisible and insidious, infiltrated the very fabric of society, leaving behind a residue of unease and distrust. The enforced solitude of the pandemic became a double-edged sword. For some, it was a time of profound introspection, a chance to confront long-buried fears and desires. The silence of the outside world amplified the voices within, forcing a reckoning with the self. The absence of external distractions created space for deep reflection, a journey inward that, while often uncomfortable, held the potential for growth and transformation. Yet for others the silence was deafening. The absence of familiar routines and social connections amplified feelings of loneliness and isolation. The walls of their homes seemed to close in, the silence a constant reminder of the vibrant life that once thrived outside. The pandemic, in its enforced solitude, became a mirror reflecting both the resilience and the fragility of the human spirit. As human activity receded, nature, in a quiet act of defiance, began to reclaim its space. Coyotes, emboldened by the absence of humans, trotted down deserted streets, their howls echoing through the night.